Copyright strike after copyright strike, you're losing the opportunity to see the new Black Ops 6 footage that just leaked online. Lucky for you, I have all the details of what leaked right here in this video, so make sure you smash that like button and subscribe for more to support me for absolutely free. Now let's go over exactly what happened first. A user by the name of Demon of Black Ops 6 randomly popped up on this website, kick.com. It is a website for streaming similar to Twitch. If you did not know, he promptly got banned soon after because what he was streaming was the Black Ops 6 beta live to a streaming audience of thousands of people. I think when I joined, it was at about 3,500. So he streamed gameplay that looked extremely similar to this, as well as showed the UI, weapon select menu, all the weapons, kill streaks, all of the multiplayer maps, and much more. So we're gonna dive into exactly what they shared and exactly what it confirms as far as previous leaks. I've put it all together, so make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. Let's jump right in. We're gonna dive into maps first, but they showed UI, they showed everything, guys. I'm telling you, you were able to see so much in these videos, including all of the weapons, all of the multiplayer maps, and much more. So let's go straight into the maps now, because I want you guys to see that. That's one of the most important things, at least in my mind. So here's the full list of maps that are going to be included on launch. Now keep in mind, some of these are code names, or they're all technically code names, but you can see some names that you recognize, such as Hacienda or Firing Range. I'm going to go over every single map right now, but what I want you guys to just know is that not every map name will be the same. There are some maps that I have already confirmed have different names, but let's go over the remastered maps first. So we have Dig, WMD, Yemen, and much more. So you can see some of these are a little bit kind of people are guesstimating, but some of them are absolutely confirmed. So whether it's WMD, Yemen, Hacienda, whatever map that you used to play back in the day, even Firing Range, these maps are all great and they are absolute bangers as far as Black Ops goes. There's also going to be a couple of new maps that are coming, including one map which is one of my favorite missions from an old Call of Duty campaign. Vorkuta is going to be coming back, along with a smaller map called Vorkuta Mine. This is not it. That was just an example photo of a multiplayer map just to show you. I just can't wait for Vorkuta. Shout out to Victor Reznov for that one. Now, there's also going to be an Avalon Warzone map. This is all I can show you. There was full footage of that map as well leaked online that you can find on Twitter. I will not link it and I will not show it because I will literally lose my livelihood for that. So make sure you smash that like button down below and make sure that you're subscribed so that you can support me for free. Now, here are all of the actual kill streaks that are going to be included in multiplayer as well. I'm not going to go through the actual video footage. It is also on Twitter because you can actually find that and see a lot of those. So you can go and find that yourself. Now, the early access for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 starts August 30th to September 4th, and then obviously at the beginning of September is the beta. You're also going to see live footage of zombies at Call of Duty Next. If you didn't know, Call of Duty Next, you can watch and earn things on Twitch while you actually watch gameplay of the new Call of Duty coming out. So you're going to be able to check out zombies at Call of Duty Next, so make sure that you check that out. It should be on August 28th coming up. So let's go through some of the actual remastered maps, including Dig. Now, Dig is one of those maps that I used to absolutely love in past Black Ops games. This was way back in the day. As you can see, whenever we had gold camos and diamond camos, those were the days. Honestly, I absolutely love the simplicity of Call of Duty back in the day, but I'm just glad that they're bringing these maps back. I think that they're very well made maps. This one has a lot of long sight lines. I tried to show it with this footage. Obviously, I don't have a ton of old footage from 10 plus years ago, so shout out to Ozeric and everyone else who I'm going to be borrowing this footage from, but these maps are absolutely fantastic. This one was one of my favorites back in the day because of the long sight lines. You know, typically with certain maps you will get very short corners. This one is definitely one that is very wide open and great for search and destroy or domination, things of that nature, where you can absolutely pick an angle and guard a particular area in the map. So overall, this is definitely a great map and a great addition to Black Ops 6. I can't wait for it to come out. But that's not the only map that's coming back. There is a ton of remastered maps that I'm super excited for, including WMD. Now, this map is a powerhouse, guys. This was one that people love to play back in the day. At least I love to play it. Number one, because I love snow maps, first of all. I mean, that immediately puts it on my radar. But this map itself was just very well made, and I love long sight lines. Again, I'm going to talk about this again because it's just a great thing in Call of Duty. It really gives it that CS:GO type feel where, you know, you really can get picked off if you kind of let your guard down, especially in a search and destroy game. I'm very much objective based, and these are the type of maps with long sight lines that objective based becomes a little bit more difficult because you're a little bit more exposed, especially when these things are out in the open. But when you have these large maps with these warehouses, it really changes the dynamic, right? Where you can switch to a different scenario, you can switch to kind of more of a close quarters things and camp in a particular area. These old Call of Duty maps had enough space to allow for that kind of change in dynamic. And that's why I like these maps, these old Black Ops maps, and why I'm just excited in general for another Black Ops game, because those are the important things to me in Call of Duty maps. Now, again, this isn't the only map that's going to be coming out as a remastered map in Black Ops 6, but however, I would put this definitely in my top 3. I absolutely love this map, and it was definitely one that I used to enjoy in past Black Ops franchises. Now, again, that's not the only one. Yemen is going to be coming back. Yemen, I actually enjoyed a lot. This one was a little bit of a more fast-paced map. Now, the footage that I have here, it's kind of just a surface area of the map. It's kind of the upper tier of the map, if you will. There's a couple of extra bridges in this map, but typically speaking, or rather relatively speaking, it's not that large of a map. It's actually a medium-sized map. I love Yemen, but what I like more is Hacienda. Hacienda is one of my all-time favorite maps. This one was really fun because, again, you can see on the screen, there are a lot of long sight lines on this map, and I love long sight lines, and being able to kind of camp a corner like this and have all this chaos going on left and right, and being able to manage it, you know, cover your left, move to your right, and just kind of guard a particular location is just absolutely amazing. And another map that's really good for that is Firing Range. Firing Range has a dynamic of distances though. You have a lot of short range and a lot of long range, especially in that middle part down there in the bottom to the left. If you've played Firing Range, you know what I'm talking about with the little building in the back. You know, those long sight lines are a good change in kind of shift in dynamic, if you will, but you can also stay in these little huts and in these, you know, in these crates, and make sure that you stay in that short range if that's your cup of tea. So a lot of little, you know, a lot of changes on this map, a lot of things that you can kind of change the way that you play in order to better suit the gameplay. Now, last but not least, I love this map. This was one of my favorite maps back in the day, Fringe. It's pretty good. I would say overall, it's just one of those maps that's different and definitely has a little bit of change. This was my most hated part of the map though. This is just a little too chaotic for me. Regardless, again, these old Black Ops maps, I would trade them over some of the chaotic maps that we have nowadays in Modern Warfare 3, for example. Now, there are some bangers in Modern Warfare 3, and I hope that they continue to create new and exciting maps, but overall, I think that the lineup for Black Ops 6 is absolutely amazing. So in conclusion, I think that Black Ops 6 is looking great. I think that the leaks that came out are honestly getting me very, very much excited. A lot of people are getting a little bit, you know, scared, or rather getting let down because they're seeing this alpha gameplay, because by the way, this is an alpha, just as a reminder, this alpha version of the game, which means that it's early development. It means that things like shaders, things like extra texture packs, things that make the game look amazing, and you look at it and you're like, wow, these are the new graphics of today. Those things are not added in alpha versions for obvious reasons, and if you don't know the obvious reason, it's for performance reasons. They are testing the gameplay code before they put it out. That's why betas exist. You play a beta and you play it with the shaders and everything, and so that they can test if the game can actually handle not only the player load, but also just simply hold up to each individual player's play style, gameplay, computer, Xbox, PlayStation 5, you know, it's just a general test. So if you guys appreciate this video of me kind of going through the dynamics of everything and kind of the technical analysis of the updates that are coming up to Call of Duty and the leaks, make sure you smash that like button down below and support me. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. And with all of that said, I will catch you in the next one.